are back with another stream today. As I said I will be opening up this Marvel booster box, but also I thought these were coming in on Wednesday, but it turned out they are coming in today. I got the Final Fantasy Commander decks that I ordered. They came in today, which I believe these have a booster in them. So I'll open up these four first, and then we'll move on to the main attraction of tonight, which is this. I will not be going over all the cards in the Final Fantasy Commander deck. I'm just going to be doing the boosters. I just got done eating dinner. And also, like, other than that, I am ready to go. So, yeah. Before I start though, if you're watching this on YouTube as the VOD, there is no music in the VOD due to copyright. But if you're watching this live on Twitch, there is some music playing in the background just to help fill the void with the live stream. If you are watching this on YouTube, you're free to like skip through the video to see what cards I got. I am fine with that. It's whatever. I'm just here to enjoy opening some cards and share what I get. If I have more time tonight, I might open up the binders and show you how I organize my cards. I don't know yet. I'm taking my watch off. It's going to get annoying. As for chat, I will try my best to read chat throughout the stream. And like I did last night, if you guys were here for last night for the stream, I will be going over every card's detail. I'll explain how stuff works to the best of my knowledge. I'm not super good at the game, but I enjoy playing Magic the Gathering, especially Commander. So my knowledge is based off of Commander knowledge. If you want to know more about Standard or Modern, I am not the best person to ask. I mainly play Commander. Commander to me just seems to be the easier game to play, especially if you don't want to buy cards constantly, because with Standard and Modern, I'm pretty sure Modern, I know for Standard for sure, those cards have to be in circulation, and you can always look up your cards on, I want to say TCG Player? Let me look, TCG Player. When you look up the cards for Magic the Gathering, I believe it has, yeah, there's a little tab on it. I just pulled it up on my second monitor. But there's be the products detail tag, and then right next to it there's be legality. You could click it, and it will tell you which version of the game it is legal. For example, Glimmering Splendor, which is from The Hobbit. That was the first card that showed up. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. It is legal in Commander, Standard, Modern, Pioneer, Legacy, Brawl, Vintage, Dual Com, and Oathbreaker. But it's not legal in Pauper. I do not know what that is. All I know is Standard, Modern, and Commander. Dual Com, I believe, is Dual Commander. I'm guessing that's when you're using a Dual Commander, which is basically the same exact rules as Commander. So I'm pretty sure if it's legal for Commander, it's going to be legal for Dual Commander. I might be wrong. I don't know. But, yeah. Wow, that's a crazy dip. This $81 card started off as like $99, and it dipped down to like $40.30 on the 12th, and then it went up to like $63.79. But somebody's selling it for $81. So yeah. Anyways, let's get into this because I've been rambling on. So I bought these Final Fantasy decks because I want to have more Commander decks. I have a new Commander box coming in. If I'm going to ask my friends if they want to see me go through and sleeve all these cards up, I need to go buy more sleeves. I should have ordered those. I'm going to go to my local game store or comic book store that sells sleeves for that. These are all three of these decks, or not three of these decks. All four of these decks are 3 mana color decks. I typically don't like playing 3 mana colors because it's a little bit difficult, but I play the Fantastic Four deck and it's fun, and it's a 4 color deck, and that is hard. It's hard to do because you have to have enough mana to cast your spells, but you also need to have the right color mana. Anyways, for those who I may go over a little bit of commander rules when I'm opening these to explain to people who have never played the game, because I know some of my friends. I told them on my channel if they're watching this. Hey guys, I've told them that I will be also explaining every time I open up packs. Every time I do this, I'm gonna go over the rules of Commander a little bit and just tell how cards work, so people who don't know anything about Magic the Gathering and are interested in learning about it and wanting to eventually play. This way you have a better introduction, so when you go to a card shop and you meet people who actually know how to play the game, they can help. It's a little bit of a faster pace for you to learn how to play and get into the game right away. I'm gonna scoot. Okay, yeah, that's all the way up. So as for that, I might show some of my decks I built. One of my decks I built I built it a long time ago, and then I bought a Vampire Precon that came out, and I took my cards from my original and mixed them into the Precon to customize it to suit me better. And it's my Vampire deck, and I love my Vampire deck because everything's flying, everything just gets stronger. That's basically my whole gimmick in that deck. Took the gimmick of blood tokens, that's side. Make everything stronger, yeah. Anyways, I've been rambling on too long. Let's get into this. Also, I need to eventually work on this camera, like on figuring out a way to make the see how in my face cam how smooth it is, and here it's smooth but not as smooth. I will have to eventually. There is some delay, so if I go like this, you can see the delay in this. That's because of, I believe it's because it has to go through a capture card, cam link card, and then to the computer. So that's probably the reason this camera is delayed a little bit. In the future, I might get rid of the M50 and get another 4K. Even though that is going to be a bit expensive. I forget how much I paid for that, but anyways, we got Revival Trance, which has Terra, Herald of Hope. My dyslexic brain can't read. As the commander, you can see the little fake commander. Oh, that's just art. That's not the thick card that they used to do. Used to, where the decks came in this used to have a clear plastic on it. This does not have a clear plastic on it, and it would have a thicker card. I'm gonna go grab one. I'm gonna go grab one of my decks so I can show. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the deck. I brought the Vampire deck, my favorite decks that I have, because I know that deck has one of those thicker cards in there. I could have also got my Goat deck that I have, but I'm going to show this one because I knew exactly where it was. I used to keep it in the sleeve with the commander. So this is the commander that was in the Vampire Precon that I swapped. Also, pre-built commander decks we also call precons. Comms. I don't know. Anyways, this is the Vampire card. As you can see, it is thin. I used to keep the thicker card in there just to help me find it easier, but I usually keep it separate anyways. And I have a different sleeve on the back of Commander compared to the rest of the cards. I like to use the mana color cards, but if I buy all those for the decks, it's gonna get they're a bit more expensive. So I'm not gonna do that for ever really that much anymore. So all the sleeves are either not gonna match the actual color. They do great, or I'm just gonna get colored sleeves for the decks. But this is what I was talking about. The thicker cards is like this. Let me shine that light on it. So as you can see, this is no sleeve. This is how thick it is. It's I don't know. It's uh, maybe 1/8 of an inch, or no, not one. maybe 1/16 of an inch thick. But it is, let's see here. Instead of that good like card flick, it's like cardboard. These are not officially cards. People do sell these. Do not, if you're gonna buy a card, make sure you don't buy one of these. People sell them, I think, cheaper than the actual card. But like, don't get fooled, because this is not legal to use in a deck to show. You can use it as a proxy, but you can't use it in an official tournament capacity or anything. Just a heads up about that. So that's one thing I just noticed with these. The new commander boxes. I think this was the last line that did the boxes like this. I think the reason why is because they got tired of people like figuring ways to like mess with it and stuff. And back when there was plastic, that's so well voiced. Also, look how thick the boxes are. I really do enjoy this more. I like how these look. I like being able to actually see like a resemblance of the card. But in the newer ones, it's just I don't have an example. But it's just like a box that has like an art piece on it, and it's like characters that are in this box and stuff like that. I don't have the box for the Fantastic Four, and I threw away the deck box because I was putting it into a permanent box because I sleeved it up. These I'm going to put into their boxes because I don't have deck boxes yet for these. I got rid of I had two of these, but I had to get rid of the blue one, the dark blue one, which was my vampire deck was in, and the deck that was in here, I realized wasn't built. I built completely from scratch. Wasn't very good, so I took it all apart, put all the cards back in my collection, and I just switched the vampire deck into here because this is solid. But this deck box, I like these ones because it has a little container for your dice. But the new deck box I'm getting in from I ordered, I think I ordered it last night. Should be coming in Tuesday. It can hold, I believe, 8 decks in it. And then it has a tray for all your dice and stuff, which is why I ordered it. So I might switch from using those, or I might keep them for other decks that aren't going to fit in there. Anywho, I'm rambling on. My whole goal is whenever I'm playing Magic the Gathering is I'll buy pre-builts. I'll play the pre-builts. If I don't like them, I'll take them apart. If I do like them, I'll keep playing them for a while until I get bored of playing them. And then I'll just take them apart and put them into my collection, which then I'll use. The reason how I have my collection done is in this box I have all my lands. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 binders. This gray one right here is not for black. This is for all my colorless and multicolor cards. I might have to separate those eventually. These hold, I believe, 350 cards, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. But as I mentioned before in my last stream, I have orange for blue, yellow for white, green for green, black for black, and red for red. I found on Amazon another binder that holds 1,000 cards. So if these run out, I'll just buy those and buy one of those. They're the 1,000 card binder though on Amazon was actually cheaper than when I paid for these. That's the thing, and I kind of feel bad that I didn't see that. But hey, you learn from experience. You learn from making mistakes. So these will come back up later on in the stream, maybe. I don't know yet. But so we got Revival, Terrence, which is a red, white, black deck, and it has Terra, Herald of Hope. I want to say this includes collector booster sample packs plus 2 legendary traditional foils. This is what it looks like on the back of the box. These are not in circulation as much anymore. I ordered these off of Amazon, and the last time I checked, I spent like I believe at the time when I paid for this, it was like $192. The last time I checked on Amazon, which was last night, for the same bundle, I saw going for like $200 now. So if you want to get them as a bundle, the price is going up because they're no longer really in circulation. You might be able to find them at your game store. I bought it off of Amazon because I saw them selling Cloud for like $100 at my local card game store. And these like at 68, because I think a lot of people are going after Cloud because of the fact that it is a equipment deck, also known as Voltron. If for my knowledge, I might be wrong. If I am, sorry. I'll figure that out later. But we have Revival Terrence, which has this as the commander. We have Counter Blitz. This just by the name, I'm guessing this is a counter deck, which is gonna be really fun to do when you have people who put up a lot of stuff that is annoying you. They're like, "Oh yeah, you don't do that. I'm gonna counter you. You can't do that now." It is a green, white, blue deck with the commander for it being Titus Yuna's Guardian. All these are Final Fantasy themed ones, so all these characters are from Final Fantasy. So this is from Final Fantasy 6. This is from Final Fantasy 10 character. And then we have sorry, dyslexia here. Not being able to do it. And if I sound congested, my allergies today just been bugging me for some reason. I don't know why. One second. I'm gonna have to go through the restroom real quick. Yeah, I need to grab tissues. So, fun fact: my restroom from my this used to be my old bedroom, and that is the bathroom door. My desk used to be right there. Through that bathroom door goes to my current room. So, oh, I did not mean to hit the camera. Let's put these right here, so that's not in the way. I'll move you guys back. Sorry, I am not a very professional streamer. I just do this stuff for fun. But we got Sions and spell crafting, and it is Yushtala. I'm gonna Google it. Yashtola Knight's Blessing is the commander for this deck. This deck is a white, blue, black deck. Seems like it's gonna be like a spell casting type spell deck. I don't know exactly. We'll figure that out. And then we got the one that is the most expensive out of the group from what I've seen. There are two different cloud like legendary creature ones. There's a standard deck dual pack where it has Zephyroth and Cloud having their two own standard decks. No longer, I think, in circulation. Where Cloud is a dual color. What is his colors on that one? Standard deck. Here we go. Oh, it's only $19. Somebody selling on TCG. Cloud is a red white, and I think Zephyroth is a blue black. So those are those two cards colors. Red, white. Okay. So this deck, Cloud, is a red, green, white. And it is limit break. And then it just tells you equip weapon. Oh yeah, it tells you a little description. So this one's like be a master catcher, card advantage, and control. So this is like a control deck. You want to control the battlefield. This one is fill your graveyard. Oh, you cast from the graveyard. That's gonna be fun. Revive your fallen heroes. So basically, when your cards get when your cards get wiped and go to the graveyard, there's gonna be cards in here that allows you to bring your creatures from your graveyard back up. And then this one is add counters, pass team around. Oh, pass them around. Oh, this might be a kind of a similar thing to a type of deck called Group Hug that I've heard. I might be wrong, but if you're passing stuff around, you're giving people stuff. And then this right here is equip weapons, raise your stats past 7 power. So we got Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 14, right? Yeah, 14, and Final Fantasy 7, which is Cloud's Final Fantasy. So I like Cloud because big giant sword. I've never played Final Fantasy. I played him on Smash Brothers. But like actually playing Final Fantasy games, I have not played. One reason is a lot of the Final Fantasy game is like the actual game, not the RPG. I've never played the RPG either. There's a lot of reading, and one thing about me is I don't like reading. But the remake, it has voice lines, so I might buy the remake and play it. One of my friends said I should play the original, and I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to have to stream that and me struggle reading and everything. I will not like it. I might like Final Fantasy 7 remake. I will try. I might get it. I don't know. I have no clue how the gameplay is really. I just seen like clips of the thing, and I seen like AMVs that were made with like I think a Final Fantasy 7 movie, something child. I forget what it's called, but yeah, let's get these boxes open. There is no like actual seam on these. It to me just feels weird that this doesn't have like a plastic cover. I'm so used to them having this in this style. I never looked at them that up close. I'm gonna check whenever I go to the game store to see if it's like that on all of these or if it's just because I ordered these online. But okay, that's how you open the box easily. You open it up here and it says those who fight further. And then there's a little tab to help you pull this out of the box, even though it's not coming out easily. Here we go. Oh, there's something right here. Oh, it's like a GFCI kind of chip, so people can't steal these from the store. I'm guessing, or a tracker. Who knows? But as for the box, we don't need that right now. Don't need that anymore. We got some counters, punch out, and stuff. We're gonna punch those out right now. I forgot to send out that I was gonna. Okay. My friend's like asking when I stream. I'm like, I stream whenever, but like right now I'm currently streaming. I forgot to put the Twitter post out saying that I was live. Whips. Opening more Magic the Gathering packs. Come and watch. How long I've been rambling for 24 minutes and I haven't even opened a pack yet. That tells you how good these streams are. Is just I get distracted easily. my eye feels like it's twitching a little bit. 10 man 2001 post. Anywho. Okay. This artwork looks pretty good. Oh, here we go. There's a little deck box. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna be putting these decks right into the deck box. Oh, there's more. So we got leaf, little punch out. I'm gonna keep these because these are pretty cool. I think these little punch outs. Why am I bleeding? Yeah. What's this? Then right here is the deck. I thought these would have, that's the deck. What is this? Oh, this is just a little, like, a little pamphlet of telling you how to play with Commander rules. And, like, playing the deck. Suit up, defend. Yeah, this just tells you, like, how the deck works. Oh. And then it has, like, some, like, details of the characters. So, magic colors. In the world of Magic the Gathering, why is there voice in the non-voice playlist? Is because it's finished. Let's go back to the start. Okay. So, magic colors. In the world of Magic the Gathering, a card's color reflects the beliefs and ideology of the spell. Here's a brief look at what each color stands for. Yes, that's true, but there are cases where it's not exactly that. I think. I might be wrong, but White, order, coordination, protection. Yeah. Blue, knowledge, control for perfection. Control, absolutely. There is so much control in blue. Black, power, death, ambition. Yeah, black is like you kill your own group. Sorry, eliminate your own cards. I don't know how YouTube or Twitch feels about the word. Red, emotion, chaos, rebellion. Chaos, yeah, I can see that. Then green, nature, yes, that's pretty much the biggest nature card. Instinct and community. Kind of. Pretty accurate descriptions of the different colors, I guess. Why is this deck constructed with red, green, and white? Red represents rebellious spirits of the characters like Cloud, Tifa, and the members of Avalanche, who resist the oppressive regime of Shinra. Green symbolizes the powerful energy between the confines of Midgar, the life stream, and the vast expanse of the planet. White embodies their noble desires to save the world and protect the planet. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff with these things where it's just... I never read this stuff out loud really before. But this just tells you how to play. And then this has like some blurbs about Cloud ex-soldier, Tifa, martial artist. It just like gives you some details about the characters in case I guess you never played the games before or stuff. I'll read that probably later. Who knows? But I'll also fold the... I hate these things because these things are so hard to fold back up. How do I... Nope, I did something wrong. This is not going according to plan. There we go. There you go. I'll put that over there. Is there anything else? No. What is in here? Okay, this, they had it in a little pouch. A little tiny collector booster sample pack. Okay, they don't give you full boosters. They give you little booster sample packs. I'm going to leave these off to the side. It's a cloud deck. Why is it? But they put her on the... Okay. It's whatever. It's pretty... I did not expect this. Usually it's just there and the decks in a cool sealed thing. There you go. There's your commander. I'm not going to open this. I'm going to open this later. I might do a stream where I go over these decks later. I don't know yet, but I just want to get these guys out. Also, this little like crystal like card thing. I'm gonna keep these little cards. These are pretty cool. Oh, I didn't even see the magic logo, but it shimmers. I like that. That's still cool. Also, this artwork of Cloud is pretty cool also. So, to the collection you'll go. As for this, we don't need that. This, don't need that. This, we all gonna need. Which one shall we open next? So we did 7 first. Let's do. I could have done them in order. Let's do 6 now. Come on, open you. Searching for friends. That's what it says on the box. I like how they have the little like taglines and stuff. I ripped the box, but we don't need the box. Oh, I ripped the searching. No! Get out of the box. There we go. Deck box. Trash. I'll pick those up after stream. Don't worry about it. I thought I landed those next to each other. I did not. They are on 2 opposite corners of the room. That's great. There we go. Here's the deck box for this one. Here's the artwork that's on the inside, and we got our little counters and stuff, which I will pop out because I never know if I'm going to use these. I usually end up losing these, though. But once when I get that new deck box, I shouldn't lose them. So there you go. And now we'll turn this over. We get another crystal. I don't know what this character's name is. Is this Nick? If you're a Final Fantasy like fan and you know all the characters, there's this character. I don't know what her name is, and then we got Terra. I just realized this character's name's probably gonna be in the book. Lit. And then we got another one of these little crystals, which are cool. I'm gonna keep them. They're nice and little cool. Ah! I dropped one. Ah. No, they went everywhere. I went to put them on the desk and they went everywhere. No. I might ask Saki if she is a Final Fantasy fan. If so, okay. Some Final Fantasy cards. Anyways, we'll get the music back up on my screen so that way I can fix. Okay, we got the literature, and we got this. So what was that other character's name? Let's find out when we open up the booklet. So it is Celeste Ruin Knight. Okay. Why is this deck associated with red, white, and black mana? Red represents the rebellious spirit against the Empire, possessed by Terra, Celeste, and the Returners. White embodies the Returners' purpose of restoring order to the world, and black symbolizes the power, hunger, the Gestahal Empire. Hungry Escastal Empire. I don't know what any of that means. Should I play all the Final Fantasy game? I don't know. I might try eventually, but I still need to finish Kingdom Hearts, and I started that like before I went on a kind of hiatus on streaming. But here we have the collector. It's the same exact type. Is she the one that on all of these? If all these are her, then I'll be okay. Let's chuck. Not stuck in my hand. Chuck those. Put the deck into the box. Also, you'll see right here that little white sliver. Right here, there is a card that explains the rules and stuff. But right here, these are all gonna be like token creatures, for which are not normal creatures you can summon. Tokens are used to are things that are summoned by other cards. So you just leave them out to the side and you put them on, and then you sometimes if you don't have it, you don't have it, but you'll represent it by like a die or something else. So yeah. Let's move that over to the side. Let's go with 10. I gotta say, I do like this sword kind of. This sword looks kind of cool. It looks like a fishing hook kind of, though. I don't know how effective it will be in battle, but still, it is a cool sword. Okay, to Zanakan? I don't know. As we have, I have popped out the artwork already by accident. Get out of the box, please. Let's just. There we go. There's the deck box. This is trash now. I just love doing that. It's kind of fun just throwing stuff behind you. Deck box. Here's the artwork. It's just a character. Here's the artwork on here. It's just a character and then the card. And we got our counters, which we're going to be popping out. Oh, these are different. We got 2 1-1s, and then we got one of these, and then we got another one of these. And then we got what looks like a shield. A weird twirly. And then some wings. Interesting. Let's put these chips over here. And then let's flip it over. And we got some very anime-esque type artwork of the character. And then some other. We'll pop these out. I don't know what who this character is. But we will find out who she is in a minute when I open up the literature. That these are the little 2 artwork chip card thing, and I think the little name in the corner is the people who are the artists, which I don't think can be legible on camera. But there you go. Let's pull out the deck, and we shall put you into the box. You will be dealt with later, either off. Hey, Saki. Hey, I'm on in my VC. If you want, I think you have I sent you my Discord server, and I think you have access to the channel. Unless you didn't. Oh no, I sent you an invite. If you want to hop in and chat, you can. Just let me know if you join my Discord server, and I'll give you the right roles. As for the literature, let's. Oh, I nearly threw this out without taking this out. And inside is another collect. Oh, it's the same exact art. Oh well, we'll throw these away. And let's get into the literature. We have Titus and then Yuna. That is that's this character, and that's Titus. The art, okay, seeing the artwork like this, they do match. It just looks a lot different because comparing each other whenever they were small, because it's like really anime type style, and then Now I see it. They're the same art style. Okay. Why is this deck associated with green, white, and blue mana? The color of green and blue entwine represents nature, life, and the aquatic embrace of Spira. My mid-rid life forms thrive in the lush, watery landscape, and in white mana, the summoner and their steadfast companion summon symbolizes their unwilling desire for a moment of peace in a troubled uh, world. So, yeah, that's this. Let's fold this back up. And put this over here. We got one more, and then we're going to be opening these, and then we're going to get to this. I kept the box from the Hobbit over here from last stream, okay? I just love that little, like, popping sound when you rip these up. It's just so satisfying. It's just that satisfying popping. Torn from the heavens. That is the text right here. And then we shall wiggle this out. Wiggle it out without ripping out anything. We got the deck box. The deck box. Now, so I don't know if Saki's still in the chat right now. Or if she is just yep, she is. You're gonna like this character. It's a cat girl. I do not know anything about these characters. The only ones I know is Tifa and Cloud, because Tifa is really popular, and Cloud is in Final Fantasy. Isn't not in Final Fantasy. They're also in Kingdom Hearts. And they are also in Cloud, at least, is in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I like playing Cloud sometimes, and that it's kind of fun, even though people are like, he's not a good character. I'm like, I don't care. Giant sword. Let's go. Anyone who swings around a giant sword, I will enjoy. Am I wrong? Big giant sword. Would you want to deal with them? No. So we got the counter tokens out. I'll put those over to the side. Hopefully I get that deck box soon, and I'll put those up. And now we got Saki. Do you know anything about Final Fantasy 10? I don't remember anything. Oh, okay. Wait, did you play Final Fantasy X? Because I haven't played any Final Fantasy game. I just wanted the cards because I think they look cool. Well, there appears to be a red-haired cat boy. You played Final Fantasy. Oh wait, this isn't 10. This is from 16. Yeah, I think this is Final Fantasy 16. I think I might be wrong. But here is the deck. We are not going to go over all the cards in this deck. We'll save that for another stream, or I won't go over them at all, and I'll just put them in a sleeve. And and if you guys ask how I like the decks after I play them, I will let you guys know. But we got these. Look at that artwork. And then you got... This one's really dark, so I don't know if it's going to come out very well on camera. But, like, it is really dark. Let's go to my 4K camera and see if it picks it up better. No, it is dark. She's just, like, in a dark room with her arms like this. I don't know what she's doing. But yeah. Out of all the cards, her artwork on those little tiny card things, I don't like. But let's get into the literature. My group chat is. Uh oh. My friend is only seeing a dark screen. Let me see here. Is there something wrong with my? Uh. Saki, are you guys see? Do you see my face at all? Huh. Okay. That's odd. Okay, my friend just texted me because I sent him a link, and the screen's just black. I don't know why. So I'm like, it's working on my end. I don't know why. That's odd. Okay. Anywho, woo. The red-haired guy name is Ga. Oh wait, I don't have that up. Ga Garatai. I'm having so many voices in my head. You have multiple streams, guy. I remember him now. Is he a cool character or what? I don't know. I never played the game. I don't know which Final Fantasy game I should play if I get to playing them first. I don't know. Because they're not connected. Oh, very cool. Okay. Is he cool because he's a cat boy? Is that why? Because I know your Vita Ron is a cat girl. Okay, anyways, let's read the literature and fix this focus. Focus, please. There you go. Why is this deck associated with white, blue, and black mana? White symbolizes the goal of surviving the world shared by Yushtal and Gara Tai and the Scions of the Seven Dawn. Blue represent their pursuit of mysterious and scholarly knowledge. Black reflects the existence of the Ascene ancient Emit skull. Skull? I don't know how to say it. But yeah, if that makes any sense to you guys, or if you played the game, cool. Otherwise, I don't know what that means. And of course, all the boosters, the little like collector boosters, are the exact same art piece. It feels like there's only like 2 cards in here. So, if all four of these have the exact same card, I'm gonna be sad. I need to collect. I might need to buy some boosters of the Final Fantasy. Okay, we got. There's more where that came from, which has cloud. Is this just a token? Oh, what's this? They should never have given us this much power. Okay, so in the first one I got Summoner. Oh wait, yeah, these are shown on the back of the boxes, I think. I don't know. I got Summoner's Seeding enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile the target creature card from a graveyard. If you do, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Put a 1 counter on it if the exiled card's mana value is 4 or greater. Then it has a little fun text. The sending takes them to the far plane where they may rest in peace, and it is a 1 colorless, 1 white mana cost, and it's foiled, so it's not going to be able to be seen very well on camera, but There you go. The artwork's pretty cool. Hello there. Thank you for the follow. I don't know who did that because it didn't show up on my screen. Where's the alerts? Oh, my alerts are there. Who who just followed? I did not see you. I am sorry. No. Let's lock you. Tis right. Oh, hello there. Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Um, let's put this up here. Let's expand that for whenever my friends hop in. They're in the corner, or maybe we should put them over on the other side because that way they won't be in the way. No, we don't want. Yeah, chat's fine over there. Okay. Why isn't chat working though? That's strange. Wait, is chat work? I wait. I don't remember if I saw chat on doing that. Okay, yeah, chat is working. Okay, and then we got Elise Le Leville, or this is not full, so it'll be easier to see on the camera. It is a 2 colorless, 1 white mana cost, legendary creature, elf wizard, partnered with Alpha Leveler, whatever. Wet lecture. I don't know. It has first strike, dual cast. The second spell you cast each turn costs 2 mana less to cast. No matter what happens, we have to survive together. That is the literature. This is what the card looks like, and the fact that it says partner with Alphine, you get that other card and you can partner with it. You can make this your commander with that other card, and you have 2 commanders, which means your library will have 98 cards instead of 99 cards, and you will have a dual commander deck. So keep that in mind. Dual commander decks are a thing you can do now, as long as the card says partner and it has that name. Let's open up this next one. Okay. What will it be the same if all 4 of these are the exact same? Okay, we got this. We got Cloud's Limit Break. I feel like this card is going to be in the Cloud deck. If it's not, why is it not? Okay. Cloud's Limit Break. 1 colorless, 1 white. Instant. Tiered. Choose 1 ability. 1 additional. Choose 1 additional cost. Okay. For 0 mana additional cost. Whoop. Cross Slash. Destroy target tapped creature. For 1 mana cost extra, destroy any number of target tapped creatures with different controllers. So like multiple, when you go into multiple people, you can destroy 1 creature from each person. Any number of target with different controllers. Omni Slash. 3 colorless, 1 additional white mana. Destroy all tapped creature. Oh, that's a board wipe. That is a board wipe. Oh, that will be hilarious to do on your turns. Like, before I'm going to use an instant at my beginning when everything's untapped. All your stuff's gone. That's actually pretty good if you can get a go deck going. What the heck? Let's go back to this. Okay, and then our next card, and by the way, this is all 1 colors, 1 that. Here's the artwork. I love that artwork. That artwork looks cool. The next one is Setzer Wander Gambler. One colorless, one black, one red. Legendary creature, human rogue pilot. When Censor enters, create the black jacket. A legendary 3/3 colorless vehicle artifact token with flying and crew 2. That so you base for any vehicles crew 2, it costs 2 mana. I need to look up the vehicle rules. Ask people who you're playing with about vehicles if they know how vehicles work. If they don't, look it up or try to figure out how it works, because vehicles confuse me so much in this game. When a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, flip a coin. Whenever you win a coin flip, create 2 tap treasure tokens. And this is a 2/2 creature. The other creature beforehand from the other one was a 3/2, by the way. This is what the artwork looks like. I'm gonna have to look at those boxes and see if these are on the back. So otherwise, this is like not very impressive. I thought this would actually have booster packs in them, and they did not. I'm kind of sad. I missed the whole thing where you get an extra booster pack with your commander decks. I think they did that at one point. I could be wrong. So here is the next one. Same card, same funny text on the backside. Sphere Grid. One colorless, one green enchantment. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, so whenever a creature attacks and deals damage to another player's life points, which is your main health, and which means they didn't block you, so that creature did the combat damage. Put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Unlock ability. Creatures you control with 1+1/+1 counters on them have reach and trample. That's actually pretty cool. And to activate nodes, you must use spheres. That is the flavor text on there. That is, and here's what it looks like. That might be useful in a deck. And then we have our creature one from these collector booster sample pack. Umaro Raging Yeti. A Yeti, and guess what color he is? Red. 5 colorless, 1 red. A legendary creature, Yeti Berserker. He has trample. Trample means if he's blocked and he kills the other creature, the rest of that damage from that creature that took, the leftover damage continues on to the player. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one at random. Other creatures you control get +3/+0 and gain trample until end of turn. Discard your hand, then draw 4 cards. Umaro deals 5 damage to any target player. So there is something called if you make this your commander, you think, oh, I can just instantly get commander damage on somebody because the commander's doing damage. Commander damage does not work that way. Commander damage is only if the commander is attacking and deals that damage. And for multiple players that you're going up against, let's say player 1 hits me with their commander and I don't have a block and they do 3 damage. That's 3 commander damage from that player. This other player hits me with their commander and it does 5 damage. That's 5 commander damage from that player. Those 2 commander damages do not add up together, but they do both take away from my full health score, my life points. But here's the catch: when the commander damage for any of the commanders from the other players to you reaches 21, no matter what your life score is, and you cannot lower the amount of commander damage that you took in the game. As soon as you reach 21 commander damage, if I remember this correctly, you're done. You lost. It does not matter how much life points you have. As soon as you hit that 21 damage from a commander in total from one commander, you will lose the game. So always block commanders, and if you don't have any blockers, have cards to knock them out before they attack you. Also, whenever a commander comes onto the battlefield, they do have summoning sickness unless they have haste. Any card that you summon that's a creature comes onto the battlefield will have summoning sickness, which means they cannot attack till the next turn unless they have haste. If they have haste, you summon them and you can attack straight on. That's how that works. Learning Magic the Gathering while I open up packs. Let's get on. Let's get back to this. And here is the artwork. It's a Yeti running through a fire. That's pretty cool. The last one of these Final Fantasy, and then we get to the main event. I don't know if I'm going to keep these or chuck them. I might keep them. That's this. Okay. Life Stream's Blessing. It's a 4 colorless, 2 green instance. Draw X cards, where X is the greatest power amongst creatures you control. So power is the damage amount. So oh man, these are all okay. This is the other example because they're 2 different numbers. So there's defense and power. This creature right here, this card, so you see a little 3 and 2. 3 is, so it always goes power, that is the first number. Defense is your second number. So this has a power number of 3, which is 3 damage. And it has a defense of 2, so it blocks up to 2 points of damage. If it's trampled, the rest of the damage will go to you, unless it kills the other card. And that's how much health the card has. So that's how that works. Okay. Life Stream's Blessing. Where X is the greatest power among creatures you control as you cast the spell. If this spell was cast from exile, you gain twice the X amount of life. Wait. Card. Foretell, which is Foretell. What? I never seen that. What does do in Magic the Gathering? Foretell is a keyword mechanic that lets you pay on your turn to exile. I dropped the card. I was like, that's not the card that I was looking at. Wait, where did it go? It fell on the ground. You. Okay. Where you? Let's see here. Let's watch. Oh shh. I had my mic muted. Okay, I'm gonna go over this again because I had my mic muted. So Foretell from what I've just watched the video talking about, Foretell, basically you pay 2 mana, and it's in your hand. Let's say I'm playing, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tap 2 lands to get 2 mana. I'm gonna use Foretell. You put this into your exile, face down. That is important, so the other players don't know what it is, and then you will be like later on in the game, like, you know what? I'm low on health. I remember I have this in Foretell. I foretell this. I take this. I'm gonna cast it for the Foretell cost, which is 4 colorless, 1 green instead of the 4 colorless and 2 green. And you have the greatest, like you have like a whole bunch of 1/1 counters onto a card. So it does. Let's say you got a card up to being a 20/20. That's ridiculous, but cool concept. You cast this. You draw 20 cards, because 20 is the greatest power level, and 20 is the power level of one of your cards. You draw 20 cards, but you also heal 20 times 2, so you double it. So you get 40 life points back. So you go that could be really cool to use in a game. I like that. That sounds pretty cool. Now then, the last card from the Final Fantasy that we have from these collectors. I have my trash can here. Is Papalamo Totolemo. I butchered that. It is a 1 black, 1 white mana cost legendary creature dwarf wizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Papalamo Totomio deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain 1 life. Use 4 mana, tap, sacrifice Palamo Tama. Each opponent who lost life this turn, sacrifice a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. That is. That's actually pretty cool. And if you have this on your command, you can just be like, okay, I sacrifice him, goes back into the command zone, costs 2 extra mana to summon it, I bring him back out. And I do it again. And I bring him back out. And I do it again. But you can't do it in the turn that you bring him out because he has summoning sickness. So you wait till next turn. I do it again. I'm doing it back out. I'll do it again. Eventually you're gonna get to the point where it costs too much to resummon, but that's still a funny gimmick you can do. So let's put these 2 over here. And now then, after an hour and 7 minutes of me just talking and then opening up packs, the little like Final Fantasy decks that I didn't realize were coming in today. We are now getting into the real agenda for tonight's stream, which is the superhero booster box. Also, before I get into opening these in the future, I will not be doing these types of streams that much. These boxes and and buying packs in general is pretty expensive, especially now with how stores are increasing. I know, Saki. You want the cards. I know. You can hear the dice. I like these because it comes with like a dice health counter thing, which is pretty cool. I like how big it is. That's from the Lord of the Rings ones. I might buy another one of the Lord of the Rings. I might buy one of these. This box is actually cheaper than the Lord of the Ring box at Micro Center. So, yeah. I'm going to rip this open. I ripped the paper, so I gotta... Let's try that again. Rip down, not up. And then I will rip this side also. We will get this back over to here. We will focus the camera. And now... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a little paper. Pretty cool artwork. All the heroes jumping out. I think that's the outline of the Scarlet Witch. Sadly, no Spider-Man because Spider-Man had his own thing, and I didn't buy the booster boxes for that. I wish I don't think there was any booster boxes. I might buy some more packs at the game store. They cost a little bit more, but they have like 2 boxes of boosters. I'm gonna buy like a couple, as many as I can. Yeah, and here is the box. It has that cool comic book. You got Falcon, Captain America. You got on this side, um, Susan, Visible Women. I think that's her name. I might be wrong. I don't know the Fantastic Four like names really. I only know Human Torch. We got Vision, the new Captain America, Falcon. I don't know her name, and I believe Miss Marvel. And then you have them fighting Thanos, and you have Wasp, comic accurate Wasp to be exact. Which I like the comic book and cartoon design of the Wasp from like Earth's Avengers Assemble. I like her outfit way better than what we got in the movies. I like Ant-Man's outfit a little bit more because the helmet changes depending on if he's giant or turning into Ant. Like I think that's pretty funny. But but at the same time, for Ant-Man, I actually do enjoy the MCU's design. I just don't like Wasp's design. But yeah, we're gonna open this up. Then we slide this out. We got booster, land pack, booster, 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 booster. Now the land pack, which has also a creature inside, which I can tell. So you can see through the paper a little bit. Scarlet Witch. And this is the health die. So this right here is the 20 health. So this is a lot easier to read because it's not in that fancy writing like the Lord of the Rings ones. I'm gonna put the box back together, and I'm gonna keep this for storage for other stuff. So we got your 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Then it goes on to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So see how that is set up like that? That's tells you that you should not use this as a D20 for D&D or anything. This is only used for a health. You don't want to roll it to try to get something because it's not a correct dice to roll. Like it, I landed on 4 twice. No, it lands on that side only because of the weight. But yeah, let's start off. I'm gonna move the Final Fantasy boxes probably on top of this for now. And oh yeah, before we move on, we got trash. I hope there was nothing else in that. There probably wasn't. Anyways, we got the artwork of the shield with Thanos reflection in it. We're gonna pop that out. Wish I bought like the Spider-Man packs back in the day because Spider-Man is one of my favorite Marvel superheroes. We got counters. We will pop these out. I might only buy like the booster box, like one booster box per like line from now on, and then just buy random packs from personal. I might buy a couple packs and open them on stream like once in a while, but not make a full stream of just opening up packs. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna be doing as a streamer from now on. I just want to enjoy streaming and meeting new people as from like other streamers. We got the Magic the Gathering logo, which we're popping that out. We got some of these symbol counter things, and we got, of course, this, which you can line these up to form a bigger picture. That's actually pretty cool. As for you guys, how is your day been going, my viewers? I went to church. I had a great time. I ate lunch with my friends from church. Then I came home, and then I found out that the Final Fantasy cards are coming in today. I will wait to stream until those get here. And I got called to for dinner because my grandmother cooked bacon for us to eat bacon sandwiches. And as I was walking by the front door, I saw the box. I'm like, oh, it's here. Anyways, rest of the trash. Boop. But how has your guys' day been going? Let's get into as I open up this first land majority thing. So we got a plains which has I don't know what this creature is. These creatures are, but it's Falcon Captain America. We got an island which has some fight scene going on. We got a swamp with this cool little swampiness. It's a sewer. We got mountains. We got the forest. And then we got a basic land, basic plains, basic ocean, another basic island, just normal looking ones. Swamp. Another swamp. A default mountain. These are normal default mountains. I've seen all these before. And then we got... I'm not going to throw these cards because I'm not going to be able to find these if I throw these. These are going straight to the trash. It just tells you how to play the game. Then we are going to open up the next one. If I can... Which has a creature card. I'm going to put you over there. We have Wanda. The Scarlet Witch, which is a 2 colors, 1 red, legend creature, mutant warlock hero. Instant and sorcery spells you cast with mana value of 4 or greater cost X less to cast, where X is the Scarlet Witch's power. So you put counters on this, you basically make it cost less. Here is the artwork. And we'll put this over here. I'm sorry, guys. I sneezed. Then we got the other lanes. But all of these are foils. Let's go. And I would say, oh, foil, it will cost more. No, not for these ones, because these are always going to be in the booster boxes. So, if you want them, get a booster box. You'll get some cool foil lanes. Yeah, I didn't have to worry about that whenever I was doing VTubing, like blowing my nose. But now I kind of have to do. It sucks. Okay, so we got packs that has Scarlet Witch, Wolverine, and the Black Panther. Which pack should we open first out of these 3 piles? Saki, which one do you think? What would you like me to open first? Do you like Hugh Jackman? I'm gonna wait a second to see if she responds. Oh, I gotta go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do that. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. I'm trying to do this while looking at the screen. If it hollers, let it go. Any, mini, miny, mo. Let's go with Wolverine first. Okay, we're opening up the first pack. That ripped way too easily. Oh, now it's not. It's stuck. Okay. We got our first. I'm going to just bring that. I should have brought this in yesterday in the trash can. We got our first treasure. So it's a treasure token. And the other side of this token is villains. Token creature villains. That's a 2/1 and it has menace. Spider-Man's a menace. Okay. You know what would be funny if I put Marvel music on? But nah. So first card we have is Helicarrier Strike. Here you guys go. This is what it looks like. This is Helicarrier Strike. Instant. Let's try to read it on here. Instant Teamwork 2. As an additional cost, the spell may tap any number of creatures you control with total power of 2 or more. Helicarrier Strike deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If this spell was cast using teamwork, it deals 4 damage to the creature instead. Light them up, people. Why in the world would you want to tap more? Oh, this is a white, so it's going to go in the white pile. Next, we have Go Nuts. Saki, this is based for a character Remy likes to play. No, I don't know if she likes to play this character in Marvel Rivals, but no, Remy I think got a cosplay for this character. Go Nuts. Sorcery. Teamwork 3. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may tap any number of creatures you control. Why is it blurring out? Focus so I can read it easier on the screen. Any number. I'm trying to do any number of creatures you control with total power of 3 or more. Choose one. If this spell was cast using teamwork, choose both instead. Put 1/1 counters on target creature. Target creatures you control fight target creatures an opponent controls. Target creature, not creatures. Target creature. Target creature you control fight creature the opponent controls. And this is a green, so that goes in the green pile. This next one is Mechanized Smith Automaton Automation. It is. I'm trying to figure out how to. There. No. Low. Artifact creature. Why? I need to move that out of the way. Okay, there we go. Now I can read it. Artifact. My hand's itching. Sorry. Let's get this back in. Artifact creature robot villain trample. Whenever another artifact you control enters, put a +1/1 counter on this creature. I'm not gonna read that text because it's too hard to read it because it's italicized and reading this on the screen like this is hard. It's a 2/2 creature red. Next up, we got Kingspin Enforcers, which here you go. It is a 2 colorless, 1 black creature human villain. Lifelink, so whenever it basically dies, or whenever it deals damage, I think it heals you. If I remember correctly, Lifelink MTG. Lifelink damage dealt by a sorcery with lifelink causes its controllers to gain that much life simultaneously. So basically, when you deal damage to a player with this card, it will give you health. So every time you attack, you hit a person and their life points go down by 2, yours go up by 2. Lifelink is pretty cool. Mostly, I think black and red cards have lifelink. I don't think many blues or whites, but a lot of black and red do. Pay 2, 1 black, sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw a card. That goes into the black pile, which I don't have yet. Okay. Super Suit. Plus 1 colorless, 1 blue, and it shows like the wasp. I think. Okay. Let's get. There you go. The wasp. It has flash, so you can do this whenever you cast this whenever you want. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Untap that creature. Equipped creature gets +1/+2. The equipment cost is 2 mana. It is a blue. Ultron Drone, which is 3 colorless. Artifact creature robot villain. Power up. Pay 6 mana. Put 2/1 counters onto this creature and create a 2/2 colorless robot villain artifact creature token. Activate each power up ability only one. Activate each power up ability only once. Reduce the cost by its mana cost if it enters this turn. Okay. Oh, you can only do it once. Okay. That would be kind of busted because you was like, I'm gonna put more encounters on this by doing this over and over and keep on making a robotic drone. And it only works. You can only do it once. Okay. Reduced the cost by its mana cost if it entered this turn. So that being said, it costs 6 to do the power up, but if you cast this, play this card on your turn, like I summon Ultron Drone. Let me put it here. And now I pay 3 extra and it power up instantly. That's how that works. Instead of having to pay 6, you pay 3. Many eyes, many hands, one mind. It's a colorless. We'll put that there. Oh, this is a funny photo. Okay, undercover scroll. Creature, skull, shapeshifter, villain. As long as there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard, this creature gets +2/+2 and is all creature types. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Oh, this is funny. Okay, this next card is Truck Toss. Plus red, 2 colorless, 1, 2 red. It's an instant. This spell costs 2 less if you cast if you control a vehicle. Truck Toss deals 4 damage to any target. No, I love tacos, Hulk. Oh, because it's Abomination throwing a taco truck. No, I love tacos. That's funny. Okay. Okay. This next one is Beast Erudite Aerialist, which is a 3 colorless and then 1 blue or 1 green. As long as you've put 1 or more ++1 counter on Beast this turn, he has flying. Put 1 or more 1 counters on Beast this turn, he has flying. When Beast deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh my, stars it and garters. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, we have Moonstone Harsh Mistress. Legend creature, human doctor villain. Has flying, is 3 colorless, 1 black. When you discard a card, you may exile that card from your graveyard. If you do, until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Let me show you the dark side of the moon. That's actually pretty cool. You exile a card and be like, yeah, that goes in my graveyard. You discard a card, you may exile that card. Okay. Rewrite history. It's a 2 colorless, 1 blue enchantment plan. Whenever one or more creatures you control become tapped, draw a card, then discard a card and put a plan counter on this enchantment. When the 4th plan counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, return up to 2 target instants and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. And then we got Earth's Mightiest Hero, which is the same exact artwork that we have right here. 4 colorless, 2 green. Focus camera, please, so I can read that. Teamwork 5 as an okay, I'm just gonna read it right here. Teamwork 5 as an additional cost to cast this spell, you may tap any number of creatures you control with total power of 5 or more. Reveal the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. If the spell was cast using teamwork, put any number of creature cards from among them onto the battlefield instead. Put the rest into your graveyard. So what I'm hearing here is you want to do this with teamwork, basically, because that's like free card. You could have a potential to have a whole bunch of creatures put out there. Next up, we got a foil, so this is not going to be easy to read. Oh, it's a land. Surveillance room. Here you go. It is a special land. When this land enters, survey 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put it into put it into your graveyard. Tap 1, add 1 color. List mana. Tap 1 color, 1 tap. 1 color is 1 tap. Add 1 mana of any color. Shield always keeps a watchful eye on the world from the shadows. And then I got a normal swamp, so we'll put that in there. We put this over here. Let's do a Scarlet Witch one next. Is that legible? Let's see here. If I put these right here, is that legible? Kind of. I believe my friend Kevin is streaming right now. Yeah, he's doing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, isn't he? Oh, he's doing another? Did he lose? Did he lose in his honor? Oh, he's been stuck here 20 minutes ago. He lost, so he's been stuck making a new character. I'll be back, Kevin, whenever I finish my opening packs. I'll be back. Do you have my stream pulled up, Kevin, before I type this? Hey, Kevin. Yeah, I'm still streaming. I'll be rating you hopefully if you are done. You should, Kevin, if you have my stream hold up, you should definitely download the Gunslinger mod and play that. I don't know if you guys my stream pulled up anymore. Anyways, that's your part. If he's still streaming by the time I end, I will be rating Kevin. Um, he's like, are you still streaming? Yeah. Anyways, so our token for this one is insects, and then on the other side we have soldiers. Okay, so let's get started. We got this is a Spider-Man one, well themed one, but it's not from the Spider-Man set. It's from the Marvel set, but it is called Web Up. Enchantment. It's 1 white, 2 colorless. Where this enchantment enters, exile a target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Let's put this into the white pile. And then we got Giant Growth. Instant. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of this turn. Until end of turn. And it's a green. We now got Hawkeye's bow. Focus, please. Artifact equipment. Equipped creatures gets +1/+0 and has reach. Whenever equipped creature becomes tap, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. Equip is 1 mana. And it's a red. That's a good equipment for a card that has a tap ability. I tap him. Everyone take 1 damage. I tap him again. Everyone takes 1 damage. I tap him again this turn. Everyone takes 1 damage. You'll dwindle everyone's health down slowly. It's going to be a painful game. Okay, we got Ninja of the Hand. If you've seen the new Spider-Man movie, you'll recognize these guys. 2 colorless, 1 black. Human ninja villain. If you also have not seen the movie, you'll recognize them from the trailer. Creature has death touch. So death touch means no matter what, if it's getting blocked by a creature, that creature's gonna die. Puts up, or if it blocks a creature, it automatically kills it. I don't know. Power up. 4 colorless, 1 black. Each opponent discards a card +1/+1 counter on this action. Activate each power up ability only once. Reduce the cost by its mana if cast. I explained how that works earlier. So yeah, so it's not busted. That's good. Shield demo. Come on. Deployment drone. Artifact creature robot. Flying. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. And then it's a 2/2. So that'd be good for a blue-white deck, really. Should be fair. Crowd of true believers. Come on. There we go. Focus. Creature, human citizen. It costs 1 white mana. Target creatures you control that's attacking alone gets +1/+0 until end of turn. You gain 1 life. That is cool. Oh, that's for a tap. Oh, this is the basically like I heal. I want to heal. I want to heal again. That's really cool. I might use that in a deck. I don't know yet. This dependable Quinjet. Dependable Quinjet. It is a 3 colorless artifact vehicle flying. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Crew 4, tap any number of creatures you control with total power of 4 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. So you have to have somebody in the vehicle for the vehicle to attack. Okay, I'm nearly at 2 hours and I haven't even got through half of the booster box yet. Okay. We now got focus camera. Please focus, 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 focus. Hulking burgeoning bruises. 2 colorless, 1 uh 1 green. I'm gonna read it here. Legend creature, Kree Skull Hero. Vigilance. Whenever another creature you control enters, if it has a greater power or toughness than a hulking, put a +1/1 counter on hulking. That's really cool. That so basically, if you have a creature that's gonna be like, you just keep on amping up, like creatures that have more power and it gets stronger. I like that. I love abilities that make cards stronger. Iron Fist. Living weapon. It is 2 colors, 1 red, and it is a legendary creature, human warrior hero. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, Iron Fist gains tap. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, Iron Fist gains, and then you tap it. Iron Fist deals damage equal to his power to any other target until end of turn. That is some weird writing with that. Okay. We got Yellow Jacket, Heartless Marauder. 1 colorless, 1 black, legendary creature, human rogue villain. Flying. Whenever another villain you control enters, Yellow Jacket gets +1/+0 and gains lifelink until end of turn. They won't see me, but they whatever. You can read it right there. Here you go. That's what it looks like. We'll put that there. I might, if I have enough villain cards, I might make a villain deck. I don't know yet. Then we got Black Panther Vanguard, 2 colorless, 1 green, 1 white to cast. Creature. Creature, human, warrior, hero. When another token and hero you control enters, choose one. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Create a creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. I wonder if this is the. This could be a commander, and this is the color that the Black Panther deck is. I wonder if that's actually the what is the commander for the Wakanda Forever? I think that's what it is. Uh, Card list. Wakanda. Oh, there's a collector's edition version of these, of course. Let's see here. Uh, nope, it is a different Black Panther card. Okay. Okay. We're getting back into this, and let me just. I'm going to restart the music soon, so let's. Okay. We got the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. 1 colorless, 3 green. Legendary creature, squirrel, human, warrior, hero. I am putting that in the wrong spot. Do you like... Okay, I'm going to just read this off screen. Do you like squirrels? Whenever the unbeatable squirrel girl enters or attacks, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. I love squirrels. Pay basically the same thing that you do to cast this. Create X 1/1 green squirrel creature token where X is the number of squirrels you control. You could just double your squirrel count. We here eat nuts and kick butts. That is the quote on this card. The artwork is actually really, really nice of Squirrel Girl, I think. It's just her with a tree full of squirrels, just like how you would expect Squirrel Girl to be with all her armies of squirrels. Which at the same time, I feel like Squirrel Girl's abilities would be actually scary because she could just control a horde of squirrels to attack somebody. Like, you're just a random, like, villain or just a goon fight, and then here comes Squirrel Girl, like, oh, what she's gonna do? She just brings a whole horde of squirrels that just attack you all at once. Tiny squirrels that you can't stop. They're fast. That would actually be terrifying thinking about. Okay. And then we got another dependable Quinjet. And then we got this little artwork of a mountain. Let's open up this pack. I don't have a squirrel token until now, so now we got the squirrel token. That's cool. And then we got the Void. Okay. Now then, you know what? Just to save time whenever I'm going through this, we're going to put this down here. I'm going to open all the packs. That way I don't have to keep opening up, but I'm going to take a look at the one basic land that we have, which is the blue one right here. We're just going to do that for all of these. And that way I can just go through them a little bit faster. And we can... So token for this one is villains. Or soldier. A shield soldier. I'll put that there. And then the land for this is a dual land, which is a red-black dual land. This land enters tap. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. Tap this card, you get red or black. That's really cool. And it's called Hell's Kitchen. Pretty cool. Let's put that over there. We'll open up another pack and put it into the stack. We got Moloid, target creature, token creature, minion. And then on this side we got a wall, which I have plenty of these from the Fantastic Four deck, so I dropped it in the trash. It's fine. You just landed on a pack. Okay, we got robot. We got a robot token. That's cool. Oops. And on this side, we got hero token. Oh yeah, and then for our land, it is a mountain. We got a treasure token and a villain token on the other side. The land for this one is a dual land, and it is foil. It is Stark's Industry. It's the giant arc reactor. This land enters tab. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. Tab, add 1 blue or 1 red. I'm just opening these up to save us some little bit more time. I'm hoping that this marble collab, I might be able to get Kevin interested into Magic the Gathering. But I don't think Kevin will. But, Kevin, I think, likes The Hobbit. I know he likes The Lord of the Rings. Okay. This token is a clue. And then on the other side, we got soldiers. Then our land is another Stark Labs. That's cool. I got a foil and a non-foil Stark Labs. Okay. Token here is aliens. And then on the other side, another wall. Which now leads us to our last land, hopefully. Pim's Technology. This land is a dual color land. This land enters tap. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. Tap it for 1 green or 1 blue. And now we got a pretty sizable cards. Okay, here we go, folks. Let me take a drink first before I go through every single one of these. We got first restorative technique. It's Shang-Chi doing his thing. 1 green, 1 2 color sorcery. The target player gains 2 life, then searches their library for a basic land card, puts it onto the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Hired crew. These guys are from. I remember these guys who's being in Avengers Assemble cartoon. 2 colorless, 1 red instant. Create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Then create. Then creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Creature with menace can't be. We all know that already. They've got Hydra Troopers. When this creature enters, create a tapped 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. If there are 2 or more creatures cards in your graveyard, otherwise, if there are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard, otherwise mill 2 cards. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. And it's a 3/2 with 2 colorless, 1 black cost. Atlantic Cavalier. 2 colors, 1 blue. Creature, merfolk, soldier, has vigilance. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put +1/1 counter onto this creature. It's a 3/2. Hero in training. 2 colors, 1 white. Creature, hero, human hero. When this creature enters, draw a card. If you control another hero, you gain 2 life. Yes, a 2/2 creature. Then we got Knight of Wandagore. 1 colorless, 1 green creature, cat knight villain, has trample. Whenever you put a 1/1 counter onto another creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. This ability triggers only once each turn. And it's a 2/1. We got another Ultron drone. And then we got Powerful Broker. 2 colors, 1 green. Creature, human, villain. Um, for each kind of counter on tap for each kind of counter on target permanent, a player give that permanent each kind of counter on target permanent or player give that permanent or player another counter of that kind. Actives only as a sorcery. That whole thing about saying sorcery, that's because of the rule Hex, which makes it where you can't do that to that creature. Okay. Falcon's Wings Harness. Artifact equipment. You guys can see the art for that. There we go. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. A equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has flying and ward 1. The equipment cost is 2 colorless, 1 blue. We got Swordsman Sharp Scoundrel. 1 colorless, 1 black. Creature, legendary creature, human, hero, villain. Whenever another villain you control enters, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to target creature you control. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, it convenes. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a +1/1 counter on that creature. Okay. Next, we got Ant-Man Colony Commander. 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 blue. Legendary creature, human, rogue, hero. Whenever Ant-Man attacks, you may pay 1 colorless. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Whenever you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, create a 1/1 green insect token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Then we got Ares, God of War. Do you remember Thor Ragnarok? This guy might be familiar then. 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 red. Legendary creature, God of War villain. Ares attack each combat if able. Whenever an attacking creature you control dies, return that card to its owner hand. That's pretty cool. Problem is, this is going to get taken out very fast. Let's the slaughter begin. 4/3. Cool card. Is it practical in a natural combat? No. Or in a natural game? Probably not, but you could use it. Oh, this is going to be hard to read because it's 4. No, that's actually a good position. Taskmasters. Mimic. 2 colors, 1 blue, 1 black. Legendary creature, human, mercenary, villain. Photographic reflexes. At the beginning of your first main phase until your next turn, Taskmaster becomes a copy of up to 1 target creature on the battlefield, or create a creature card in a graveyard, except his name is Taskmaster Mercenary Mimic. He is a legendary human mercenary creature. He's a 3/5. One target creature on the battlefield. That's pretty cool. Okay, Agent of Shield is a 2 colorless, 1 white creature human spy hero. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, that creature gets a +1/+1 until end of turn. And this card is a 2/4. And it's a white, so that goes here. We got Wakanda Royal Guard. 4 colorless, 1 green creature human soldier hero. Vigilance. Whenever this creature enters, put a +1/1 counter on target creature. If that creature is another hero, put 2 1/1 counters on it instead. Super Speed. 1 red. Enchantment Aura Flash. Enchant creature. This is an aura. When this aura enters, enchant creature gains first strike until end of turn. Enchant creature gets +1/+0 and has haste. Cruel Alliance. +2 colors, 1 black. Teamwork 2 is a sorcery as an additional cost to cast this spell. You may tap any number of creatures you control with total power of 2. Exile target creature with mana value of 3 or less. If this spell was cast using Teamwork instead, exile target creature and you get creature with mana value 3 or less. Exile target creature and you gain 3 life. This is another one you want to do Teamwork. Okay. Next up, we got We Say the Nay. We Say the Nay. 1 colorless, 1 blue, instant arcane. Teamwork 2. As an additional cost, you may but we already know what that does. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Counter that spell unless its controller pays 4 instead if this spell was cast with Teamwork. This is a pretty cool counter spell card. Which is why mono blue decks people hate, because most counter spells are mono blue. Kunlun Warrior. Kunlun Warrior. 1 colors, 1 red. Creature human warrior hero. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card. So you may. You don't have to. You may do that. For Futurist Forge. 1 blue, 1 colorless artifact. When this artifact enters, draw a card. Pay 3 colorless, 1 blue. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw 2 cards. Titania's Rugged Rumble. 2 colorless, 1 black or green mana. Legendary creature, human villain. I can't read that. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard 2 card or pay 2. Ward. Discard a card or pay 2. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless the player discard a card or pays 2. White Widow Free Agent. 3 colorless, 1 white. Legendary creature, human villain. When White Widow enters, choose 1. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creature. Return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Training Regiment. 3 colorless, 1 green enchantment. Creatures you control control with +1/+1 counters on them have trample. As at the beginning of combat on your turn, put +1/+1 counter on target creatures you control. Oh, this is another land which is a special, and that's why I didn't see it. It's not basic, I guess. Well, it's just a land. Tap, add 1 colorless. Tap, add 1 blue or black. Active only if this land enters this turn, or if you control a basic land. Actually, Mjolnir Hammer of Thor. 3 colorless, 1 red. When Mjolnir enters, it deals 4 damage to up to 1 target creature. Double all damage equipped creature would deal. Equip worthy 1. A creature is worthy if it's a legendary non-villain that is red or white. Discard it deals 2 colorless, 1 red. Discard this card. It deals 2 damage to each creature. So probably you can only Thor or Captain America can do that. That's gonna be really hard for me to use in a deck because I might not have any heroes that. Well, maybe if I buy another. I might buy another deck. I don't know yet. I need to save money, but I want to buy more decks. I love this game. It's fun. Okay. Brought back up. 4 colors, 1 white, sorcery. Create 2, 3, 2 white heroes, creatures, tokens with vigilance. Basic land cycling. 2 colors. Discard this card. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. Then shuffle. Huh. Raft Security Officer. 1 colorless, 1 white, creature, human soldier. 2 mana, tap, target creature. Tap target creature. This ability costs 1 less to active if it targets a creature with power 3 or less. My brain does not want to read. Did I already read? I think I did Ant-Man's Army. Did I? No, I have not. I got. Okay. Ant-Man's Army. 2 colors, 1 green. Creature insect. When this creature enters, create a food token or treasure token. A food token is an artifact with 2 mana, tap, sacrifice this token, you gain 3 life. Treasure token is an artifact where you tap, sacrifice this creature, add 1 mana of any color. This is a 3/2 creature. Volcanic Villain, which is a 2 colors, 1 red, haste, power up, 5 colors, 1 red. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Activate power up, can only done once. And then we got Hydra Infiltration. 3 colorless, 1 black enchantment. When this enchantment enters, target opponent discards 2 cards. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Deep Power. 2 colors, 1 blue, instant. This sorcery costs 2 less to cast if its targets an attacking creature. Target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn. Draw a card. Soldier, Stark Tech. +1 colors, 1 black. Artifact equipment flash. When the equipment enters, attach it to a target creature you control. That creature gains indestructibility until the end of turn. Damage and effects that say destroy don't destroy it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Equip 1 mana to attach it, and it is a black. That's surprising. Okay. Take up the shield is 1 colorless, 1 white. Instant, put a +1/1 counter on target creature. It gains lifelink and indestructibility until end of turn. She-Hulk Jade Defender. 3 colorless, 1 green. Reach, trample, power up. 4 colorless, 2 green. Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Black Widow Double Agent. 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. Legendary creature, human hero villain. Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains first strike and menace until end of turn. We got this stupid voice line again. I need to just set this to where it do that. Blah. I keep on forgetting to have it where it rotates back to the playlist. I use YouTube Music. Okay. Echo Perceptive Prodigy. Legendary creature, human hero. It costs 2 colorless, 1 blue. Has vigilance. 1 mana tap. Copy target activated or trigger ability you control from a creature source. You may choose new target for that copy. It has fists getting kicked in the face. I love that. That's great artwork. Night Nurse Healer of Heroes. 1 colorless, 1 white. Legendary creature, human doctor hero. Flash lifelink. When Night Nurse enters, choose target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from anywhere this turn. Return it to your hand. Then I have another land, Castle of Doom. Tap to add 1 colorless mana. Add 1 mana of any color. Tap again. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. Use 3 colorless. Tap. Sacrifice an artifact. Create a 3/3 color. Sacrifice an artifact. Create the 3/3 colorless robot villain artifact creature token. Name it Doombot. Actives only as a sorcery. That is a special engine that goes there. Too evil to stay dead. 2 colorless, 1 black. It's foil, so I'm gonna have to read this out. It's a sorcery. Teamwork 4. So for our level 4, you're gonna choose target creature card in your graveyard with a mana value 4 or less. If this spell was cast using teamwork, instead choose target creature card in your graveyard. Return the chosen card to the battlefield. Then we got another dual land. I think I forgot to pull this one out. This land enters tap. When this land enters, it's Fisk Tower. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. Tap to add 1 white or 1 black. Rapid Rescue. 1 green is an instant. Mill 2 cards. You may put a permanent card from among the milled cards into your hand. You gain 2 life. To mill 2 cards, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Oh, I drop a couple cards. They land in my lap. Let me put those back up here. I'm getting spoiled of what is to come. Kind of. Kree Sentinel is a 4 colors, 1 red artifact creature, Kree robot villain. Reach, basic land cycle 2 mana. Discard this card. Search your library for basic land card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. Then shuffle. Red Room Recruit. 1 colorless, 1 black. Creature, human spy, villain. When this creature enters, it conveys. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Trickster Stratagem. 3 colorless, 1 blue sorcery. The owner of target creature an opponent controls puts it into their library. Second from the top. The owner of a target creature an opponent controls puts it into their library. Second from the top or on the bottom. Then up to 1 target creature you control conveys. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Shield Spy Kit. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. I'm trying to read it on the screen. Whenever equipped creature attacks alone, untap it and scry 1. Look at the top card in your library. You may put the card at the bottom. Equipped 1. I put that in the wrong pile. Let's go here. This goes here. Herbal Scout Unit. 4 colorless. Artifact creature robot scout. Flying. When this creature enters, draw a card. When you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tap. It bless me. The show must go on. Hydraulic Helper. 1 colorless, 1 blue. It's the guy who used fire extinguisher on Tony Stark. Defender. Tap. Add 1 blue. This mana can't be spent to cast a non-artifact spell. So that goes here. Colleen Wing Street Samurai. 1 colorless, 1 white. Legendary creature, human samurai hero. Whenever you cast a spell, that target, it's a creature you control, put +1/+1 counter on Colleen Wing Scry. Scry 1. Crossbone Malicious Mercenary. 3 colorless, 1 black. Legendary creature, human mercenary villain, death touch. Whenever another villain you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Crossbone. He deals 2 damage and to each opponent. This ability triggers only once each turn. Here is the artwork. He's a 3/3 creature. I'm trying to get through these faster. My throat is hurting and I am nearly at... Oh, I'm not even nearly at 3 hours. I thought I was. Khazar the Savage Land. 4 colorless, 1 green, legendary creature, human barbarian hero. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. Anytime. You may play lands from the top of your library. When Khazar enters, create a Zadu, a legendary 2/2 green cat creature token with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put +1/+1 counter on Zadu. Phantom Blast Barrage. Sorcery is X colorless, so any colorless number 2 red. When you cast a spell, copy it X times. You may choose new targets for the copies. Phantom Blast deals 1 damage to target creatures. That's a lot of damage you can do if you play that right. The Sentry Golden Guardian. 3 colorless, 1 white. Legendary creature, human hero. Flying, vigilance, indestructibility. When the Sentry enters target opponent, creates a void. The Void. A legendary 5/5 black. Target black. Horror villain creature token with flying, indestructibility. And the Void attacks each combat if able to. Vision of Love is a 1 colorless, 1 red. You may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Pet Avengers. 3 colors, 1 green. Creatures, dragon, cat, dog, bird, frog, hero. Reach. Power up. 6 colorless, 1 green. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature and create a 3/2 white hero creature token with vigilance. Crimson Operative. 3 colors, 1 red. Artifact creature, human villain. Power. Prose. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. When this creature enters, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Unliving Legendary. 3 colorless, 1 black. It has flying, power up, 5 colorless, 2 black. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Aim Scientist. +3 3 colors, 1 blue. When this card enters, it conveys draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a +1 counter on basic land cycle. Tap 2 mana. Discard this card and search your library for a basic land. Kree Commander. 2 colors, 1 white. Flying, vigilance, powers. Whenever you cast a spell that is a non-creature spell, this gets wrong 1. And it's a 2/1 creature. Project Deathlock Soldier. It's 1 black mana for the cost. Pay 2 colors, 1 black. Return this card from your hand, from your graveyard to your hand. Blazing Crescendo. 1 red, 1 colorless. Target creature gets +3/+1 until end of turn. Exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Iron Fist Living Weapon. We already went over that card. We already went over Yellow Jacket. We already went over this Black Panther. Iron Lad. Diverging Destiny. 2 colors, 1 blue. Legendary artifact creature, human hero. Flying vigilance. You may look at the top card of your library at any anytime. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's an artifact card, draw a card. And then we put this here. Next, we got Vision's Quest. X colorless, 1 blue and 1 red. Search your library and or graveyard for an artifact creature card with mana value X or less. And put it onto the battlefield with X additional 1/1 counters on it. If X is 4 or greater, it gains haste until end of turn. If you search your library this way, shuffle. And this is the artwork. It is the white vision that we and Wanda. Ant-Man's Armies, we already read that card, so I'm not going over again, but this one's foiled. Or Agent of Atlas. We have not read that yet. It is a 1 colorless, 1 white creature human spy hero. Powers whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets a +1/1 counter until end of turn. We were Knight of 1 gold. I know we did that one. Stark Industry Executive is a 1 red creature, human advisor. Pay 2 mana, tap creature, create a treasure token, an artifact with. We know how that works. We've gone over that multiple times. Hour of Defeat. 3 colorless, 1 black. You will recognize this from a certain scene, hope maybe. It's an instant destroy target creature. Surveil 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your graveyard. Giant size flying ant. 3 colors, 1 blue. Creature, insect, flash flying. When this creature enters, choose 1. Tap a target non-land permanent. Untap target non-land permanent. And it is a 3/2. I think I did. I had this card already. Let me check. Yeah, I did. Forge. I got a futuristic forge again. It's just a normal one. Okay. Oh, Savage Land Dinosaur. This is. I have a friend. Well, I met somebody who did dinos. It's not an acquaintance from playing at the card shop. I went against a guy who had a dino deck. This probably be good in it, possibly. 4 colorless, 2 greens, creature dinosaur trample, basic land cycle to discard this card. Look for your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. It's a 7/6. I don't think I have this one. Shield Helicarrier. Artifact vehicle. Flying with when this vehicle enters, create 2 1/1 white soldier tokens. Crew 6. Tap any number of creatures you control with total power of 6 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. And it is a 4/5 artifact creature when you do that. I was trying to get the next, and I stumbled upon another Black Panther card, and this time is foiled. That will be going into here. I'm just getting that out the way. Okay, Spider Woman, Secret Agent. 3 colorless, 1 white or 1 blue. Legend creature, Spider Human Spy Hero. That is a mouthful. Flash. When Spider-Woman enters, tap target creatures an opponent control. That creature can't become untapped for as long as you control Spider-Woman. Oh, this is an evil card to do to someone. I think this would be hilarious to use against somebody. Where they have a card that is really good that they keep tapping. Like, you know what? I'm playing Spider-Woman. That card can't. I'm tapping it and it cannot be untapped now. Have fun. That's great. Grim Reaper, Lethal Legionnaire. It's a 3 colorless, 1 black Legendary creature, human villain. When Grim Reaper attacks, you may pay 3 colorless, 1 black. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking with a finality counter on it. If a creature with a finality counter on it, it would die. Exile it instead. Wonderman Hollywood Hero. 3 colorless, 2 red. Legendary creature, human performer hero. Flying, each power up ability of permanence you control can be active an additional time. Power up 5. 4, 5 colorless, 2 red. Put 2 1/1 counters on Wonder Man. Active each ability only once. Reduce the cost by his mana cost if he enters this turn. And he's a 4/4. Avenger Under Siege. 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 red. As this saga enters, and after you draw step, add a lore counter. Sacrifice after 3. Lore counter 1. Create 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Saga 2. This saga deals 2 damage to each non-villain creature and each opponent. And then Saga 3. Create a treasure token for each villain you control. That's good for a villain deck. Old Biochemist. 1 colorless, 1 blue. Creature human scientist. Power up 5 blue. And then 5 colors, 1 blue. Put 1/1 counter on this creature and draw 2 cards. Brave Brawler. 1 colorless, 1 white. Lifelink power up. 4 colorless, 1 white. Put +2. Put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Super Strength. Enchantment Aura. 4 colorless, 1 green. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +4/+4. It has trample and ward 1. See Hulk strong. Strong as there is. I can't do a better Hulk impression than that, but yeah. I love Hulk's quotes. We got another Vision Love. I think this is a different artwork, though. No, it's the same artwork. I think this one is foiled. Yeah. I got a non-foil version of Vision's Love, so there you go. Decoy Ploy. 1 colorless, 1 black. Instant. Choose 1 or both. Return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand. Return target hero card from your graveyard to your hand. Frozen in Ice. 2 colorless, 1 blue. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. When this aura enters, tap enchant creature. Enchant creature loses all abilities and can't become untapped. We got another Stolen Stark tech. That's a black, so that goes here. There we got Madam Hydra. 2 colors, 1 black, 1 red. Legendary creature, human villain. Whenever you cast a villain spell, create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Sorry, I get mucus. I have bad mucus right now. Okay. Invisible Woman Sue Storm. 4 colorless, 1 white. Legendary creature, human hero, lifelink. Whenever you put a 1 or more 1/1 counters on 1 or more uh, other heroes you control, you may create a 0/4 colorless wall creature token with Defender. This is like a same thing that was used in the Fantastic Four deck, but a little bit weaker of a card because it doesn't have an extra ability like the Fantastic Four one that we have. Villainous Hideout. This is another like special land. Tap for 1 colorless mana. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast villain spells or to activate an ability of a villain. Pay 3 mana. Tap target villain you control. Convey active only as a sorcery. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a +1 counter on that creature. Okay, we now have. This might be actually a pretty. Let me look up this card real quick just to see something. Yeah, this is borderless. Oh. This card started out as 78 cents. It is currently 40 cents. So, like, I thought it was supposed to be just a borderless card. It's not. Is it legal and everything, though? Yep. Legal and everything that I play. So, this is Abominable Terrifying Titan. Legendary creature, Gamma Villain, Trample, Power Up. So it costs 3 colors and then either a red or a green. Then for power up, 5 colorless, red or green. Put 1/1 counters on Abominable. He fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. And that will go over here. Or that. Oh, this is a great card. If everyone knows, I'm going to message send this to tell Kevin. I got Phil Coulson. Kevin will love this card. I hope he might pull up my string. I got Agent Phil Coulson. Come on. Vigilance. Tap. Puts +1/1 counter on each other. Why is there? He asked what it is. He's not going to look at my screen. So, Agent. It's not really cool, but it's funny. I think you'll like it. Coulson's like one of my favorite side characters in Marvel. And actually, he's a main character because he has his own series, Agents of Shield. I love Coulson. Coulson's great. The stream. Look at the stream. I typed one-handed. I screwed up the type. Vigilance puts 1/1 counter counter on each other hero you control. So this guy just like builds up heroes. But look at that. You see Iron Man and and I think that's Captain Marvel. My desk looks like a mess. Come on, Kevin. I'm holding this here for you. It's not a good card, but it's still pretty cool. And then this is the last card. Murdoch Crusade. Oh no. And this is the last card. Okay. So we're gonna be after I finish reading this one, we're gonna be rating Kevin. So I muted Kevin's stream because I know he has my stream audio on and it will reverberate. um anyways. Murdoch Crusade. Sorcery. Teamwork 4. As an additional cost, you cast this spell. You may tap any number of creature you control with with total power of 4 or more. Choose one. If this spell was cast using teamwork, choose both instead. Street Justice. Exile target creatures with toughness 4 or greater. Legal Justice. Exile target enchantment with mana value 4 or greater. That's a pretty cool card. And this card costs 1 colorless or 1 white to cast. And with that, we have finished up the booster box for the Marvel Heroes. I'm going to stop the music because I am done polling for tonight. It took us nearly 3 hours like the last time. That is great. We had less to open, but I spent like the first 30 minutes of stream just talking about random stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I've been having fun getting back into streaming and opening up some booster packs. What will be the next stream? Will it be gameplay? Will it be me building something? Me painting something? I don't know yet. Probably going to be playing Code Vein again because I need to get back into it. Kevin's currently playing honor mode of Baldur's Gate 3. Take 3. Oh, he lost already twice. That's not good. But we're gonna go raid him. He is basically my day one in content creation. I was about to say best friend, but are we best friends? I don't know. I think we are. We've been making like videos on YouTube like from the get go. Basically, he was the first person I did a collab with. The first person that I did collabs with it at all. Whenever I started doing YouTube videos. Epic Kev. Oh, I need to capitalize that. Epic Kev Man. And that was back when I was doing Minecraft. Kevin, then also we went to high school, the same high school. That's where I met him. And then he started streaming first, and I'm like, you know what? I should try streaming. So I started streaming on YouTube for a little bit, then I stopped. Then I started streaming did reaction videos. Then I started streaming on Twitch, and that's where I'm at now. Became a VTuber and all that stuff. But we kept on doing collabs together every so often. Kevin's great. We do stuff sometimes. But anyways, Kevin is awesome. Go support him. Be nice to him as he is going through honor mode, doing a chill little honor mode Baldur's Gate stream. He and I did a playthrough together of Baldur's Gate where he helped me get through the game for my first playthrough ever. I might get back into playing more Baldur's Gate later on. I'm not going to do honor mode because I am not that skilled at the game to play honor mode. He has played the game multiple times, so he is very well versed in the game and knows how to do stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're watching this on YouTube, please go check out Kevin's channel on YouTube. Also, it is the Epic Kev Man or Epic Kev Studios, I believe, unless he changed the name. Or is it X? I think did he change? Is it still the Epic Kev Studios? I might be wrong. Let me check. No, it is the Epic Kev Man. It used to be called the Epic Kev Studios, but he changed it to Epic Kev Man. And then he has Extra Kev Man, which is his secondary channel where he uploads is reactions and VODs, I'm thinking. Oh, I need to watch this Baldur's Gate playthrough. I need to do that. He spent a long time doing the editing for that, I feel like. Because it has like 3 face cams that all in different spots and stuff and things and stuff. Anyways, I am rambling on. I'm just gonna say thank you guys for coming to my stream, watching me opening up some packs and stuff. I do hope to keep streaming and slowly build up my community on Twitch. And all my videos on VODs on Twitch will be uploaded to my main YouTube channel for you guys to go check out whenever you want. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to go put all these cards up and then get ready for bed because I have work tomorrow morning. And I'll see y'all in the next stream. Until then, goodbye.